All right, students, today you are playing a different game, but it's very similar to your greater than war, but this is going to be less than war. So what do you think is going to happen? Instead of trying to get the greater number, your goal today is to get the smaller number or the number with a lesser value, a smaller value. So we're going to set it up the same. You're going to have your deck of cards. I kept out my jack, my queen, and my king. So my 11, 12, and 13 cards, I'm going to set those aside. I'm not going to use those. If you want a challenge, use those. Just makes things a little bit more difficult, and it'll make the game go a little bit longer because you have more cards. If yesterday you felt really good using just numbers 0 through 10, add on 11, 12, and 13. Challenge yourself a little bit. Make it a little more fun. So I've already divvied up my cards and put them in half here so that we each have the same number of cards. And so we're gonna do exactly what we did the other day. We're gonna flip the cards, but instead of the person with the greater value winning, the person with the smaller value is going to win. So this is less than war. 8 is greater than 5. 5 is less than 8. So the 5 wins for this one. 3 versus 2, 2 wins. 10 versus 2, 2 wins. You keep playing. 4 versus 3, 3 wins. And then I'm going to give you my example. I'm pulling from the bottom because I know these cards are the same. If we both did a 7, you're going to declare war just as we did the other day, where you put 3 cards from each person and you flip the 4th card up. One person had a 10, the other had a joker, which remember is 0. 0 is smaller. So the joker ends up winning all of these cards. You're going to keep playing until you are completely out of cards. Remember, the person without the cards loses, and the person who has all of the cards wins. Now, stay on if you want the challenge. A challenge different from the challenge that we talked about yesterday or the day before whenever you ended up playing your greater than war. This challenge is going to be similar but different. So you're once again going to set it up the same, sorting out your cards so that one person has half and the other person has half of the deck. So I'm set up the same. We're gonna act like Doug and Krista are playing again, and you need your pencil to keep score. You're going to do this very similarly to how you did it the other day with your greater than. You're still flipping up your cards, 9 and 4, okay? So the person with the 4 wins, but because this is smaller, 4 is smaller than 9. However, 9 is how much bigger than 4? Use your symbols. Count the symbols here if you need to. There are 4 here, 9 here. 9 minus 4 I know is 5. So here's the thing. Doug had the 4, I had the 9. Doug wins this. But because mine is 5 bigger, I'm going to get 5 points. Here are my 5 points. Let's keep playing. The bigger card gets the points. Your goal here is to have the smallest amount of points. Remember, this is less than war, so you're wanting the lesser value. You're wanting the smallest number. So let's keep playing. We have a 3 and a 0. Doug wins again because a joker is a 0. Mine is 3 more than 0, so I get 3 points. He still wins those cards. Next, we both got a 7. Instead of playing an actual war, so this is a little bit different, these are a wash. Nobody gets these cards because this is 0, okay? So when you get a 0, you have to discard those cards. Makes it a little more complicated because you're getting rid of cards, but let's keep playing. So no one got points there. A 2 and a 6. All right, I finally win one because 2 is smaller than 6. But how much smaller? It's smaller by 4 points. So now Doug gets 4 points because he had the 6 and it is 4 bigger than 2. 2 and 3. Once again, 2 is bigger. I get the cards. Doug gets 1 point. Ace is 1. 10 is bigger. 10 is how much bigger than 1? Well, it's 9. It's bigger by 9. So Doug gets the 9 points, and I get the cards because I have the smaller card. So it's a little bit more complicated. But here's my tally so far. 5 plus 3 is 8. So right now I have 8 points. Doug has 4 plus 1, which is 5, plus 9, which is 14. So right now, even though he's one more, or I think I've actually won more hands, he has more points than me. So I'm winning no matter what because I have less points. My goal here is to get the smallest number of points. Good luck.